All right, day 19 now. We're on day 19 and it's all about having a growth mindset. So the difference between having a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset is that a growth mindset, you believe that you have the capacity to grow and change. A fixed mindset is believing that we are the way we are and that's the way we were born and there's no way to change. But a growth mindset is to take the perception that our brains are like muscles that we can grow and cultivate and develop and change, and that we're imperfect and that's okay. So when you adopt a growth mindset, you take challenges and you see challenges as opportunities. And you look at it and say, I don't understand that, or I don't know how to do that. And then you add the word yet at the end of that phrase. I don't know yet, but I can find out. And you see challenge and even failure as opportunities to learn. And so you let go of that fear of failure. You let go of that fear of challenges. You let go of the fear of imperfection. And so you just see these things as opportunities and stepping stones to guide you on a path towards progress. And that's what's so powerful about a growth mindset. There are lots of other benefits to having a growth mindset. It really fuels your self-esteem, and it allows you to look at situations and not be afraid to jump in and figure out how to tackle these situations and find a solution. And that's powerful in and of itself. I mean, thinking about coping and the ability to cope, to see these stressors and things that we endure and that we face as opportunities to grow, that's already incredibly empowering. A growth mindset will strengthen your relationships because you don't ever think, you start to think, maybe I'm not right. How powerful is that? To accept being wrong. That was something that I had to learn, when I was a kid. My parents, they signed me up for this course called the Landmark Forum. And that was one of the things that we learned in the course, was to give up being right, and how powerful that is to strengthening our relationships. Just to accept being wrong, and that's okay, and that we can learn from these situations, that there are opportunities to grow and to learn how to understand each other and ourselves. When we have a growth mindset, we have a lower risk of depression because we see opportunities in everything. You can see, you can overlook just single events as just things that happen, and you just let it go, get over it. And then, when I talked about in a previous day about shame, when we have a growth mindset, we avoid these kinds of labels that put people in certain boxes. But you see them as a work in progress. We are clay, and we can be shaped into anything that we desire if we work towards it. And that's the thing. Like growth mindset, you're not afraid of work. You're not afraid of seeing things as opportunities, and you don't make excuses for things. I think when you have a fixed mindset, you try to excuse away, like, oh well, they were just lucky. Well, luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and when you have a growth mindset, you are willing to prepare for those opportunities, and you don't see, oh, the other person is being lucky or anything like that. You just say, well, they must have worked really hard. And so that's another good way to cultivate a growth mindset, especially in our children. We complement our efforts rather than the results. We complement our process, because that's really what it is. It's all just process. We're never finished. We're all a work in progress in the process of developing. And so to have a growth mindset is to understand that this is all part of the process, and that when we have a fixed mindset, then we become stagnant. And so avoid having a fixed mindset, get a growth mindset, develop that idea that we are not complete yet. Thanks again for following along. Be sure to share this with your friends. Send them to homeandfamilyculture.com/cope to catch all the videos in the 30-day challenge. And then head over to Instagram and find me at Family Culture Podcast. Tag me in your stories and tell me about how this series is making an impact on you. Tell me how this particular coping strategy is impacting you, and tag me and use the hashtag Family Coping Skills. Thank you so much for following along. You can also email me if you have questions or insights or anything you want to share at jody@homeandfamilyculture.com. Thank you so much.